Welcome to the English reading. I'm Laura from the library, and today we are going to read the second story of the week. This story is Leona Goes Home. I hope and you like it. Let's begin with the story Leona Goes Home. But first, remember that it's important to stay at home, to take care of yourself and your family. Now, are you ready for this story? Let's begin. Leona swam in circles in her fish tank. She looked through the clear, glassy walls of the tank. Leona breathed a deep, unhappy sigh. Why do I have to live in this liquid jail? Leona asked the sponge and coral that lived in the fish tank. They didn't answer her. Oh, why am I stuck here with these soggy creatures? Leona cried. Leona wanted to escape her tank. Leona was very unhappy in her fish tank. Leona banged her head against the wall of the tank. Get me out of here! Leona cried. A little girl stopped in front of Leona's fish tank. Dad, I think something is wrong with that fish. The girl said, Look! Look, Leona, it's on the fish tank. Leona kept banging her head against the tank. She banged it harder and more violently. Ouch! Leona was getting a headache. Leona saw people watching her. Soon, there was a big crowd around her tank. Why is that fish hitting its head against the tank? Asked one person. What a strange, puzzling thing to do. Call a fish doctor, said another person. Leona kept hitting her head against the tank. Bang, bang, bang. Suddenly, Leona was surrounded by something that looked like a net. It was a net. The net lifted Leona out of her tank. Amazing! Leona had been swimming in circles for 2 years, trying to think of a way to get out of that tank. Leona wants to get out of that tank. But now, Leona was in a net. She didn't want to be in a net. Now, look at the picture. Can you see Leona? Someone carried the net down a long, narrow hallway. Leona saw a light at the end of the hallway. She started getting worried. Where was she going? Leona wiggled and wiggled. She wiggled right out of the net. Leona fell, plop, on the cold, dry floor. A man used a net to lift Leona out of her fish tank. Look at the pictures and continue listening. Leona was on the floor. She didn't want to be on the floor. Leona flipped and flopped. People walked down the hallway and almost stepped on her. They were unaware that a fish was flopping on the floor. Leona jumped in the air so she wouldn't get crushed under a shoe. A shoe! She jumped into a place that was very, very dark. Leona didn't know where she was. Was she underground? Leona didn't want to be underground. Let's see what is going to happen with Leona. Leona blinked her eyes. It was hard to see in the dark. But Leona had to act like a scout and look around to find out where she was. Leona was in a cuff of someone's pants. Yes, she was in a cuff of someone's pants. Leona did not want to be in the cuff of someone's pants. Leona heard people talking about her. "Dad, look at those sharks," said a girl's voice. A man's voice said, "Those sharks really don't look friendly." No. Leona looked out of the pants cuff. She saw something amazing. Yes, kids, something amazing. Look. It looked like the ocean. Leona wanted to jump out of the pants and into that ocean. Leona wiggled and wiggled. "What's that?" said the man's voice. The man pulled Leona out of his pants cuff. "How did you get here?" the man asked Leona. "Dad, that is the fish that was banging against the tank," said the man's daughter. The man dropped Leona into another tank. And look at the tank, kids. It's filled with a lot of sharks. Leona looked around. "I am the ocean! I am the ocean!" she cried. But she was really in the big tank with the sharks. Yes, look, she was really in the big tank of the sharks. That is not the ocean. Leona thought she was in the ocean. But guess what? She didn't. "Dad, I don't think that fish should be in the shark tank," said the girl. "I think that fish belongs in the little tank over there." The girl pointed down the hallway. "I think you're right," said the girl's dad. But guess what, kids? Leona was very happy to be in the big ocean. Remember, she thought that tank was the ocean, but was not. She swam as fast and as far as she could go. The girl and her dad watched Leona. "I think that fish needs to go back to her own tank," said the girl. "This big tank is too dangerous. It's full of sharks." The girl and her dad went to find an aquarium worker. Just then, Leona banged into one of the walls of the big tank. "Oh no," Leona said. "The ocean has walls too." Yes, she noticed that she was on a shark tank and not on the ocean. Suddenly, a giant shark came swimming toward Leona. The shark's mouth was wide open. Leona screamed. "The ocean has monsters with giant teeth!" she cried. Leona didn't want to be in the ocean anymore. No. Leona wanted to go back to her own little tank. She missed the sponge and the coral. It was safe there. Yes, kids. Leona swam away from that shark as fast as she could go. "I got you, little fish," said the voice. Leona was in a net again. Someone lifted the net out of the tank. Someone carried the net down the narrow hallway. This time, Leona didn't wiggle. She stayed very still, very still. Look at the picture. She was very still. "Please let me go home," she said. And then lift Leona out of the shark tank. And plop! Leona dropped into the water again. And looked around. She was back in her own tank. "Hello, sponges. Hello, coral, Leona cried. I'm home. The sponges on the coral didn't answer her. Leona smiled anyway. Oh, I'm so glad to see you, my soggy friends, she said. Home is the best place in the whole world. The end. Very good, kids. We finished the story Leona Goes Home. And we know that Leona was happy to be home. Very good. Remember that it's important to read. If you can read a book, please give you the time. Just read one book by day. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you the next week with another wonderful story. I'll see you. Bye.
Kids, another important thing I want to mention is that you have reading comprehension activities like this with you. Please take a moment to do these activities and learn more about the story. Check the activity number below and answer it in your copies. Bye!